So hello and welcome.
Here we are in the Blue Mountains, just north of Sydney, with Julieanne, myself, Prageet, and a wonderful Viviane Chauvet.
Thank you, thank you. It's so wonderful to be with all of you again together, right? And here in Australia, my first time personally.
It's our first time in Australia as well. And we have right now a Stargate Circle gatherings happening in living rooms all over the world. So if you're in a gathering, very special welcome to you. And let's all say hello to these people around the world. So there's a camera way in the back. You can turn around, those of you who are here, and just give a warm welcome. Welcome to Australia.
Yes, welcome everyone.
It's well worth a visit.
Yeah, the energy here is beautiful. We've just been in Sydney, Australia, and the beaches there are amazing. And the Sunshine Coast, again, like we were flying in and there's just miles and miles of white sand beaches. And so we feel very, very welcomed here. And now we're in this place called Blue Mountains. And we're building this energy field. We're on a very, very specific calling here. You could call it a mission.
Oh, yes.
And the mission is to reopen an ancient galactic portal. And so for this live stream today, we're going to really set the framework for Uluru and what this represents to the planet as one of the major energetic gateways to the cosmos and the multiverse. Okay, so bear with us because we're going to start with some talking and then we'll move into the first meditation and start to build the field. So we also wanted to mention right off the bat that because this is major energetic work that we are doing, we are inviting our global communities to follow along with us to help to supercharge this global coherent energy field, because it's through our alignment with higher frequencies that we signal to the galactic communities that we are ready as a humanity for this influx of energy.
It's time for humanity to reawaken, to get back onto our original blueprint, our original purpose of being here, and to uplift with us the earth, Gaia, Terra, so that she can regain her place in the galaxy. Maybe you can say more about that.
Well, you know us, we always have more to say. Indeed, and again, a warm welcome to all the community around the world. And of course, in addition to the Stargate community, which is beautiful, I also give a warm welcome to my universal Arcturian online community as well. And we have some members who are part of both communities because we are supporting each other. And Uluru, to what's been mentioned so far, think of it as it's been millions of years in the making. If you look at the oral traditions to many aboriginal tribes, lineage of guardians, lineage of also gatekeepers, and all of this. So they are all very aware of our presence, and we've been preparing this for a long time. In fact, we're also celebrating our 1-year anniversary from Egypt at the same time. And if you remember, from those of you who've been following our journey there, is that it was between the pause of the Sphinx, then Uluru came. And that vision came very clearly as I can see everyone right now. And I remember, Prageet, we were in the same alignment. You were sitting next to me, and then Jules next to you. And then I turned around and I said, well, the next step is going to be, it'll have to be Uluru. And that's because we are interconnecting that triple and quadruple cosmic gateway we're in right now. So Uluru has been waiting to watch, to see, to feel how humanity, to consciousness, how Gaia will be stepping out of step down frequencies. So we need to really do some kind of heavy lifting in a way that we need to free ourselves from any form of limitations, the fear matrix energy, which is completely an illusion, any form of this density of experience, war, conflict, separation. We're here to remind humanity that you've never been separated, but always part of a very vast, conscious, intelligent, universal communities with a multitude of group consciousness. The proof to it is all of you, because you all are emissary of light, whether you call yourself a starseed, soul emanation that represent the frequency of a group, or an intergalactic groups, whether you are an earth angels, more an elementals, whether you work with, with the sacred herbs and healing, or just your presence on the planet. We need to reawaken an entire nation, and I will say in a singular form, one nation, Gaia nation, the many emissaries around the world. And it doesn't mean that you need to have an online practice and doing global work, just your presence of the light. It's where we are needed to do. So we're coming together more than ever to really take a stand and says we are reclaiming this one nation under Gaia as emissaries of light. And we are being supported by so many guardians, ancestors, lineages, intergalactic enlightened groups like the Arcturians, and of course, the Pleiadians, High Council of Light, the original builders of forms, and so forth and so forth. So what the phase, the era we're entering now with the realignment and the bringing of the reawakening of Uluru as it was meant to be millions of years ago is tremendous. And I would say it's also in preparation with the 2025 Cosmic Gateway. So we are really preparing the field in 2024 for what is really emerging in 2025. In Uluru, we have reached that point. I don't know if you feel exciting about it, but I do. Right?
I definitely feel it. On the level that I can connect to it the most is that the energies in the meditations, like the levels of consciousness that we've been able to reach, have been accelerating since May of last year. I've been really feeling it. And it's as if going higher, deeper, and effortlessly hitting these like little glimpses or tastes of what feel like awakened states. And it's not that I can make this happen. I can't make it happen yet, right? It's showing up out of the blue, and suddenly everything feels different. And it's like these are these moments of grace that we're getting to taste. But for me, like that's such a signal or an indicator that we are ready for this next level of support to come in.
I know for me, and I just want to say for us normal, regular human beings who've been stuck in this stuck in this reality, and it's like we've been talking about heavy lifting. Don't get too worried about the heavy lifting. It's like
It gets much lighter once you turn on zero gravity.
it's like it can be effortless. And I know for myself, I've been going up and down and up and down. The challenges of organizing this trip were absolutely amazing. Incredible resistance on so many levels.
Anybody here experience that? And just in your own personal, a few people. All right.
Yeah. And so I just want to say for myself, I feel so relieved to actually be sat here and ready to let go of all that old heaviness, old struggle with the 3D reality, And to know, just from recent experiences in Sunshine Coast, how easy it can be just to shed all that and just allow ourselves to be lifted.
I want to publicly acknowledge all your efforts, Prageet. I know we've been talking to, email, Zoom call, and Zoom meeting, all of it, and it's been quite a challenge. And every time I can see my Arcturian father coming, and I would say, please, give some help and energy to Prageet, because right now it's a lot going on. But the imperative of watching in the potential in the future timeline is here, by the way, to see what we can accomplish. Actually, all this pushback and challenge and contraction was an indication of how much we are on the right path. That we're about to do is momentum. And we have been preparing for this. Really, as a collective, as above, so below. Remember that we all together are boots on the ground. We are the most powerful one because we are in a physical form here on Gaia. This is why we chose to be here. The calling of your soul to return. Remember, you did it for Gaia. And what we can truly accomplish is finally the pushing forward, the release, the momentum of releasing. Imagine releasing millions of white doves in the sky, and it's been waiting for this. And we said, we are here as your support system to make it happen. So all of these beautiful ancestral guardians, and there's one in particular that I know personally, he's in the astral plane, he's back in the light, but he's been waiting for us there. Clifford Mahudi, for those who've known him from the Zuni Nation. He's already there, and he's been communicating with me in the astral plane. And he said, it's because of all of your efforts collectively. So one nation called Gaia. Okay, we need to unify. We need to set down our differences, or different opinions and personalities and cultural background and all of it. This is part of the 3D experience. I don't know about you, but I would say, that was interesting to experience. I know what it feels like. I'm ready back to unification now. Are you with us? Yes. Yes. We are.
And we're really including everyone who's listening to this as well. Your energy is really needed as well. It's your intention, as well as those that are gathered here. It's the whole of humanity that is bringing these energies up. And we realize there's still a lot of people really stuck and grounded, and yet we are bringing in energies of upliftment that are going to move everyone. It's about bringing everyone up, not just those that come to these gatherings. It's about humanity.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well said. Absolutely. It is a time where we need to come together, very much so. And healing the gap with other lives, healing the gap with other life forms, animals, the animal kingdom must be included. We can no longer utilizing other life forms at will, because that's the projection that we've been programmed to. So Uluru has this great unification for all species. Is that wonderful? All species. It really is. And that's very important. This is the part of the catalysts of humanity and Gaia, where we include all sentient life forms. Even little bees that you see, or the tree nations, the mineral kingdom. It's recognizing that you are coexisting with a multitude of species. And that is opening also your natural channels of communication with intergalactic. If you're able to recognize different species on your planet, imagine communicating with those who may not look like you, become much more easier and acceptable. So there's a multitude of bridge coming together.
So when we were tuning in, about Uluru, and it was like a go, no go conversation with Alcazar because there was so much resistance. We're like, how are we supposed to do this? Reactivation. And Alcazar said, beloved one, this will uplift the entire planet. And in that moment, I was like, okay, we're going. And it's this. So I want to ask you, Viviane, can you describe what this portal in Uluru is? What it looks like to you? What its history is? Any details you can give us?
Oh, absolutely. So, in a nutshell, and I'll tell you what just recently, actually, when I was here in astral plane, I was taken out of body, and I was given a cube, and that's going to be important. That's related to Uluru. It's a cube that has different markings on it, and that cube turned into an obelisk, and that obelisk represents Uluru. And through on this obelisk that I was given, I saw different form of light languages, symbols, and then on the back of it there's an opening, and that's also very symbolic for Uluru. There was an opening, and inside there was some hidden crystals wrapped in ancient cloth that may almost look like in the time of even beyond Babylonia, very ancient. And a guide came and said, not now, you're going to unwrap those crystals, but not now. So I closed that little door behind to keep the crystal inside. And on the back of this obelisk, I saw 7 feminine names. Those 7 feminine names are the authors, the creators of this obelisk, and they are Pleiadian in nature. So I was given the task in that astral plane experience or out of body to take the obelisk, and they said in time you will know together when is the time to open and reveal the crystals. My first thought was I really would like to return the obelisk to the original creators. And they said no need, because the creators are part of this, they're part of the blueprint. And so what I shown, I saw the National Park of Uluru itself, and the symbology of what this obelisk represents is what originally, just about a millions of years ago, when the Pleiadian Light Council came and brought this obelisk, or this very ancient crystal, into Uluru. And of course, the symbology of being wrapped inside, it's not been unfolded just yet. And then the 7 co-authors, or the 7 co-creators of this very ancient obelisk / interdimensional portal came in, and they knew that through the archives of what it contains, it would come a time in a potential future timeline, which is now, where the consciousness of humanity will reach a level of higher, more stabilized, pure consciousness frequencies, more coming into a harmonic field, like we all are right now. Whether you are at home or physically with us, we are creating this harmonic field. And so planetary-wise, just the last 4 years ago, that has been the acceleration of this harmonic field. Okay, just feel it in your heart right now. And so we're going to bring a group physically with all of you, whether you're there physically or not, makes no difference. All of us, we are returning, we are going to present ourselves to the land as emissaries of light. And I'm going to be introducing myself to the land and all the aboriginal tribes, physically there or non-physical, as an Arcturian ambassador. And I'm going to, we, not just I, but we are going to invite these 7 co-creators to be with us, which I know has been revealed to you already, to the Pleiadian Council. They already been starting to introduce themselves. So these 7 co-creators of the original blueprint of what Uluru is about. They're giving us permission. And that was revealed to me here on site when I arrived 2 days ago in linear time. But you have to think about this been in the making for generations. So linear time, we said this is a time today, but on the cosmic universal level, we have finally reached that point. So what does it tell us individually and collectively? It's because of all of your efforts, your dedication, your ongoing desire to be of service. What can I do more? Holding the space. How can I be of service? I know I hear that all the time. And so because of all of our light combined together and the shift on the planet, now they said the 7 co-creators or the original blueprints, those behind Uluru, well, they're going to be prepared to really open it for us so we can unfold and symbolically unwrapped those most ancient crystals. And ironically, even through Uluru history, many aboriginal tribes and elders would refer to Uluru as the magic box or the magic ancient crystal brought forward by a Pleiadian spaceship. They knew. Remember that for the tribes all over the world, whether it's Guatemala, Peru, Mexico, whether it's in North America, Canada, everywhere, they all talk about star beings coming, starship interconnecting, knowledge coming in. It's natural phenomenal. So we're returning to understand that we are part of the universe, and now that alignment is there. But this obelisk that I saw with the 7 names, the crystal inside, and what we're about to do is we're setting the pace. We are collectively setting the pace for what it's going to be, the timeline of finally the reascension. And what is reascension? Is the return of our original divine essence. We're moving out of a step down frequencies, linear artificial timeline. We're returning to finally understand, live and embody what it is like to be an infinite being, a universal being. And then that part of you is experiencing this human life. So it's going to be a complete reverse of the thought system that has brought everyone, know your place, learn, be on time, do this. If you behave well, you'll be rewarded. I always thought, this is such a comic book. Sorry. Well, living it feels different. But if you look at it, I'm adding some humor here, I'm practicing. But what we're about to do is really what we all agreed on a soul level. So we all agreed on a soul level to come together. We have agreed on a soul level to come together. We have made these arrangements. It's all part of the blueprint. Can you feel that already? Mm-hmm. Yes.
And we're all following our intuition, our inner guidance. I mean, if you think back, how did you get to be here? How did you get to be listening to this? We've all been on our own personal journeys which have brought us to this moment of now, which are propelling us forward faster and faster into the new you, or the experience beyond that which you can imagine, because it's beyond the mind. And so it's difficult for us to say, well, what's coming? And what I've noticed with some people, and myself also, there's a certain level of, what's it going to be like? And there's this old habit of being afraid of the unknown, which also is time to let that go. It's time to recognize that you're already on the path, you're already in the flow. And that's going to take us naturally into the new, into this higher experience of who you truly are. And that's really beautiful.
And to me, this is also what the influx of energy that has the potential of coming to the planet through Uluru represents is for the entire planetary system, this upliftment that Alcazar is talking about, where we're kind of ready for things to get easier. A lot of people around the world are meditating, like even people who want nothing to do with New Age spirituality. They're CEOs or business people. They're meditating and pursuing expansion of consciousness in their own way. Mm-hmm. And so what if we get to bring in almost like another layer to the Earth grids to support all of that? And Viviane, I would love to hear from you, because in Sunshine Coast, Alcazar said that Uluru the portal is one of a kind on this planet. So can you give us a glimpse of what Uluru represents for planet Earth?
Well, to the point of being unique, it is. And it has been put in place directly by the very ancient original Pleiadians. And if you look at the Earth history, the Pleiadians used to have an outpost on the planet a long, long time ago. And so when they discovered that they couldn't stay on the planet, it was the gravitational pull, and that energy here was not sustainable for them. So what they did is that, because they're very intimately connected to the human DNA template, what they did instead is create or implement this very most powerful and ancient portal that we call Uluru, and this grids or this crystal energy coming in. And what they did was their ways to monitor, in a very loving way, mind you, to monitor the progress, the evolutionary progress on the planet, to the generations of human beings evolving. They were hoping that at some point the human race would understand and recognize their own cosmic galactic heritage. Like, for example, what is encoded in your DNA template, being able to start to realize and get more in alignment with this. They also understood that the portal would be proportionally related to the conscious movement. So as we're moving out of very dense third-dimensional frequencies, step-down frequencies, and we're shifting and opening more and more, that creates a natural realignment with that portal as it was intended by the original ancient Pleiadians. And then I know there's a consensus within a lot of galactic councils and delegations that Gaia is now entering that huge shift. So there's a convergence in a timeline, and what it means is that Uluru is greatly going to help accelerate that movement of releasing ourselves from the third density construct, coming out of linear time and all of everything we have known and remember for generations, and allowing ourselves to naturally embracing that higher timeline of returning into higher fifth frequency or fifth dimensional frequencies. And of course, the fifth dimensional frequencies is just a baseline. There's so much more beyond that, but we are really much at that point. So to both your point, though, for what you just shared, both of you, there might be some group of people on the planet or soul consciousness who may not be ready to embrace that timeline. So that means some family members, friends, neighbors, people you've been working with, colleagues, and just allow them, because ultimately the builders of form always says it is still soul evolution. Mm-hmm. So we've been giving an opportunity, a choice, to says, are you ready to embrace that higher timeline? I'm going there. I mean, the third dimensional base was really interesting, but I prefer to go back into more natural fifth dimensional energies. And this is what we're here for. We are here to help remembering and helping humanity and Gaia to step out of isolation. There's no need for that. It's time to return, reconnecting with our star families, our origins, your cosmic profound roots, and re-understanding your roots beyond your family lineages, but your cosmic lineage, and being able to reconnect There's so many civilizations who are eager to reconnect with the Earth humans. They're eager to learn from you. How come you emanate that energy? Where is that glow in your aura comes from? How come you have the ability to feel emotions? I want to know about this. They're eager to learn. Isn't that incredible? Yeah, believe me, I know what I'm talking about. I'm a bridge between this world, and I kept telling them, yeah, I know, but here, this is how it works. How come they don't? Well, I'll tell you why we don't do it this way. So they're learning a great deal from my experience. This is why I'm here, and you see me sitting in a restaurant eating a toast and talking and shaking my hands, and it's because I understand. So when we say we're ready, when we said collectively, individually, and globally, then we are ready, we really are. And so it is an invitation, and we would like, when we get to Uluru, especially all the meditation, everything we're going to do together, let's invite those original creators. For me to see the 7 names on this obelisk is because we are being granted permission, which is huge. So, yay, okay, right?
So, ladies and gentlemen, buckle up your seatbelts. Keep your arms and legs inside the spacecraft at all times. And finally, sit back, relax. There's nothing to do. So we're going to move into a meditation. We're going to invite you to be comfortable and start to shift your awareness inward.
Closing the eyes and relaxing. We're going to create a Stargate field. Then we're going to invite Viviane to bring more of the energies from the galactic. But first of all, we want you to be present, relaxed, and recognizing that we are doing this together. We are all contributing to this amazing awakening process that's going to take us into the beyond. Beloved ones, we greet thee. It is Alcazar. It is an honor to be here with each and every one of you around this beautiful earth. We invite you to bring your attention, your energy, your presence into this moment of now, beyond time. Even if you are listening to this as a recording, bringing your presence here will contribute to this overall energy field. And so we would like each one of you, as we proceed in this meditation, to gently follow the suggestions that we make, to invite various energies into the meditation when suggested. And so we will start now by inviting each one of you just to quietly invite inside the presence and the consciousness of Gaia, the Earth's consciousness, inviting her to bring her energy to you right now.
And so we call for the energy of Gaia, the consciousness of the Earth, inviting this Earth energy into your body, into your energy field. And be very receptive, for the Earth is responding to your asking, and she is bringing gentle wave upon wave of Earth energy to you.
Very good. And now we are going to invite each one of you to ask inside for the consciousness of the Stargate, that which we call the etheric Stargate, to come down around you so that you can feel or sense yourself seated or lying down inside the Stargate.
And so we are calling for the presence of an etheric Stargate.
And when you ask, that consciousness responds to you. Sensing it, imagining it, helps you connect. Very good. And as you do so, all the etheric stargates and the thousands of physical stargates around the world connect energetically as one beautiful energy field, an energy grid around your Earth. And now we are going to start to vibrate all the stargates a little faster. And as we do so, we gently move up through the frequency ranges of the various dimensions to give us image, a sense of the energetics gently changing around you and within you.
So already we are moving through your fourth into your fifth dimensional frequencies and continuing vibrating into the sixth dimension now and accelerating into your seventh dimension, where all the stargates are coming now to a gentle pause. And so we ask each one of you to invite a strong seventh dimensional energy field in your space. So we are calling for a strong energy field of the seventh dimension.
And as you relax, just feel as a gentle energy of support comes to you. And as you relax, your own energy, your vibration gently rises, gently harmonizes with the energies around you. And these gentle energetics actually vibrate you at a cellular level. And as your energy slowly aligns with the fields around you, relax a little more into the field. Very good. And we continue now just to vibrate the stargates a little faster, moving up into the eighth dimensional frequencies and merging into the ninth now, gently accelerating through the 10th into the 11th dimension and beyond now into the frequency ranges of the 12th, where again we pause the stargates.
And we ask each one of you to invite now a strong 12th dimensional energy field. And so we are calling for a strong energy field of the 12th dimension.
And again, a gentle energetic coming to you from your stargate, relaxing into it, nothing to do. Yeah, very good. And once more, as your own energies begin to elevate effortlessly, you begin to harmonize with the field around you. And we all merge into this oneness together. And as we vibrate in this higher energetic, we become more sensitive to the presence of the many guides and benevolent beings who are available to support us in this awakening process, simply because we ask, simply because we are receptive to receiving their loving support. And so we invite you now just to ask inside for the presence of the angelic realm.
So we are calling for the presence of the angels.
And just feel, here they come. Just feeling their energies joining us in this global meditation. Come closer. Just feel that gentle shift as we are embraced in the loving presence of the angels, creating an environment of feeling safe, supported, and loved, just as we are.
And there are so many ambassadors of the light willing to lend their support. There are those in a special category of the Ascended Master realm who belong to light cities around this your planet Earth. For example, the one known as Hilarion, with his many, many higher dimensional friends, allies, and associates in the light city above Crete in your Greece. These Ascended Masters are wishing to bring the energy of their light cities into this gathering now. And so we invite each one of you just to ask inside. We are calling for the presence of the light city beings around Gaia. And feel. 'Tis as if a gentle shower of higher dimensional light is pouring forth, not just into this gathering in the Blue Mountains, not just into Australia, but through the Stargate grid, through you gathered, meditating in your homes. this light city energy is encircling your entire planet Earth. Feel this. For Earth is ready. It is as simple as that. You are ready for the next step in your planetary evolution.
And so now we invite the Arcturian ambassador to share a galactic perspective with us.
And we are honored to be with you from the Arcturian delegations to bring the presence of our beloved star, Arcturus, within the realm of unification, bliss, and ecstasy. We bring the mighty presence of our beings, sharing our essence with you. Can you feel the presence of a Arcturian being next to each and every one of you, helping you to transcend, transmute, and release any level of density that you may carry in your field, whether it is through your subconscious archives, in your body memory field, your emotional and mental field, any aspect of your being. So the Arcturians, we have the ability as masters of light to gently bring to the surface what no longer serves you, what you may be carrying from others, whether it's belief systems, patterns, personality traits that you may have interweaved into yours from parents, ancestral lineages, cultural background, societal influence, as well as through your own soul akashic field. So imagine right now as you keep breathing deeper and slower, feeling the joy of our presence with you as we are reflecting the energy of oneness back to your third eye and into your heart center. The energy of oneness is more than just a spiritual concept. It is a way of living. It is a way of being. It becomes the embodiment of your sacred I am presence. And as you're receiving the light through our essence to yours, we are so reflecting the highest quality of who you truly are. Remember that you are an emissary of light, rather than just a three-dimensional human being trapped in construct linear time. So allow yourself to step forward in all aspects of your being. And I remember today that I am an emissary of light. I remember today that I am an emissary of light. That I am. So just breathe into it. allowing the grace and the magnificence of your own light coming through even more so. Allowing more light to come through even in your body template, to your beautiful crown of illumination known as the crown chakra. To feel this beautiful portal of light, allowing more light to come through, and using your spinal cord as an energetic conduit to allow your light, your divinity, as an emissary of light, to settle in, becoming the embodiment of all that you are. Can you feel now your divine light coming through your spinal cord, expanding to each of the nerve endings, expanding into your body template, and allow you to settle into your light and becoming more and more luminous every day with each breath. Just feel for a moment the pleasure, the joy of expanding your light, allowing your own luminous field expanding with your divine light, your I am presence. And with the Arcturians, we're simply helping you to magnify that part of you that is so natural, simply forgotten. It is time to bring forward this most magnificent aspect of you, and to really feel in your heart the unity of your inner being. Remember and feel the unity of your inner being. Beautiful. Let everything flow, settling into your light. And as you do so, we also invite you to observe what may come through the surface. Thoughts, forms, energies, sensations, perhaps old belief systems, attachments, and anything that has been pulling string all of your heart. Let's release all of this with grace, with clarity, with strength, and great beauty. Just allow your divine light to settle in, and remember, I embrace all that I am. I embrace all that I am. And as you keep reading, allow your body to readjust, including all of your internal vortexes of light or intuitive centers, also known as chakra system, whether it's to clear your throat, opening your thymus chakra, your higher heart, opening your heart to new heights, allowing your heart to become the leading force, the leading guidance in your life as an emissary of light. I also honor my human experience. So the Arcturians invite you today to bring universal peace and reconciliation between the earthly human aspect of you and the divinity aspect of you. One being experiencing different facets. Can you feel this incredible realization? I am this one being experiencing a multi-facets of life, experiences, emotions, mental thoughts, different journeys, and so forth. One being experiencing a multi-facets and layers of experiential life energies. Beautiful. Let everything flow with divine ease, divine grace, still in the presence of the Ascended Masters, a multitude of angelic beings, intergalactic enlightened star families, and of course the presence of the Pleiadians, the High Council of the Pleiadians, the Arcturian Light Council, the presence of the spiritual hierarchy, the beloved presence of Master Sananda and Master Sanat Kumara. And we are also receiving universal joy as a gift from Master Buddha. Universal joy. It is a strength of energy coming through the core of Gaia. Universal joy. Can you feel the multitude of rays of light? Each ray carries the light codes of universal joy. This is well beyond the human feelings. Universal joy with the light codes of each ray that bathe the earth right now, deep into the grids, into the very core of the planet, and into the heart center of every sentient life forms on this world. Every child, every woman, every man, every animal, including the insect nations, the plant nations, the mineral kingdom, the energy of the sacred elementals, the tree nations worldwide, all oceanic life in the great ocean, all the source of waters around the world. One source of water connecting the entire planet. Yes, just feel the oneness of the water system connecting back to your own body fluids, your body water. One source of water, worldwide, globally, planetary, connecting to the symbolic plasma energy of the one universal ocean that also connect all the multiverses, star systems, galaxies, to feel the connections also to all life, this universal ocean, symbolic as above, so below. So first, let's harmonize yourself. Clear what needs to be clear, without any judgment, with sacred neutrality, honoring the process of clearing, cleansing, and purifying when you are truly ready to release and make space to embrace and receive even more light. Light leads to higher consciousness. And higher consciousness helps you to evolve, perceiving the great level of intelligence right here on this planet and on a multitude of other planets throughout this universal ocean of pure life. So be gentle with yourself. Yes, this is the phase of purification and transmutation. Beautiful. Can you feel your inner being and even your body being uplifted? Start to feel lighter. You are gently shifting from one-dimensional experience to a higher, just perfectly balanced for you, in preparation to be more and more the conscious embodiment as an emissary of light, sacred guardian on the planet with Gaia or Terra Gaia. Allow yourself to be at peace with all aspects of your expression. There is no more need to apologize for who you are and who you choose to be more and more. Can you feel the freedom within yourself of I allow myself to be all that I am. I allow myself to be all that I am. Beautiful. And the Arcturians who are here to supporting you in this most important uplifting. And that means the uplifting of everyone, everything in your world. Can you feel Gaia being also uplifted to a higher dimensional experience, higher dimensional presence? And at that level, can you already feel or acknowledge many presence or many higher dimensional presence already with you? Remember, you are in coexistence with a multitude of life. Beautiful. Let's just keep breathing. Let everything flow. With the Arcturians. And please do know that an aspect of the Arcturian fleet is in proximity of the Earth in the solar system. We are monitoring the universal grids and the cosmic grids that coexist with and around Gaia. We have been part of this solar system as great guides, masters of light, protectors, and friends for thousands and thousands of years. And today, many wants to join, including the Syrians. Yes, that speaks to many of you who are part of the Syrians family, as well as the magnificent Lyrans from the Lyra constellation. There are many Lyrans on the planet, both on two-legged and four-legged. We honor them We also welcome the mastery and the great intelligence of the Andromedan. The Andromedan works very closely with the Arcturians to co-create new structures of life, new blueprints, to uplift Gaia and release all life from the false, artificial time frame. Just feel this freedom of uplifted energies, welcoming many star delegations. We present ourselves as equals. We recognize your true potential, your essence, the emanations of your aura can be seen well beyond the solar system. Take a moment to connect to your beautiful auric field. Can you acknowledge of your own light as we do? Just feel it for a moment. Feel a connection even to your heart. I connect now, consciously and fully, to my light and this beautiful light emanation that radiates through my aura. I realize that I radiate this divine light through my aura. It is the gathering of a multitude of light radiating from multitude of auric field that we gather around Uluru and become together a catalyst of reawakening. It is through the emanation of your auric field, your divine light, that the activation of Uluru becomes a reality. So acknowledge of this right now with divine ease, with authenticity, with integrity to yourself. No more playing small or to feel tiny. Feel the light, this beautiful emanation of your light in your aura. And this is what we see. We, of the multitude of enlightened intergalactic groups, we see your aura, your light. Remember this more and more consciously. Cultivate the light in your aura. Allow it to become a sacred practice every day in every way. Remember, we continue to be present on your most sacred journey to reascension. And for now, we're going to gently invite your light and your consciousness to be fully returned back to you and integrating into your heart center the leading force of your being, the emanation of your auric field. Allow it to be amplified and magnified by 1,000-fold as an emissary of light in a human form. Beautiful. We invite you to also feel your body, acknowledge of your physical form, And now let's take a deep breath in. I release. Beautiful. And gently be fully returned in alignment. And in 3, 2, and 1, you're welcome to open your eyes and be fully present here. Yes. Welcome back.
So, a stretch, a re-embodiment.
A sip of water helps you fully connect back into the body.
Wow, that was amazing, huh?
So, in a moment, we're going to take a break. And so for those of you at home, we'll be back with you in about 45 minutes. So for you also, have a break, stretch, and then come back, be ready a few minutes before we start.
And for those of you who are watching on the live streams, you are invited to follow along day by day with not just this Blue Mountains workshop, but also the Uluru activations that we will be doing. And so we've created a live stream. The lights just started flickering here, so
Yeah.
I think Spirit wants to really invite you. Bring your energy. Be a part of this. We feel you on these live streams, and we so appreciate your presence here. And so we'll have the link to sign up dropped into the chats. It's stargate.live/Australia. And don't let money be an issue. You can always write to support@thestargateexperience.com if you are in a pinch financially. Please, your energy is such a contribution. And we really, really appreciate your time, your attention, your love. So we're just going to give you all a big hug. Let's just say goodbye to them all back there one more time. Goodbye, beautiful people.